The world is a wonder, what path will I take? My life is a miracle.
My life is a miracle.
My breath is a miracle.
Breath is a miracle.
No stress is a miracle.
No stress, no stress.
I'm blessed, it's a miracle. I woke up, it's a miracle.
Woke up positive.
Got through tough, it's a miracle.
Tough is a miracle.
Won't give up, it's a miracle.
Give up is a miracle.
I'm surrounded by miracles.
I'm surrounded by miracles.
Do you believe in? Do you believe in miracles?
Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Katrina Denise. Thank you for clicking on this video. So let's get into the messages of this money. The first download that I got when I picked up this deck was God's job. God's job. It's God's job, or you're doing God's job. Leadership, you're doing God's job. He's advanced you to a position of leadership for the leaders. So this type of leading that you're doing is not for the lower ranks. It's for the higher ranks, because these other leaders need to hear the divine downloads that you have, because it is the answer to a lot of the situations that they're going through. Your words are healing. Your voice is healing. People are out here unfulfilled in the work that they're doing, and they thought that they picked the right job, the right field. They thought that they were smart, and they've actually complicated their life, and they've experienced setback after setback. And so the divine has brought you into their awareness as a partnership with the divine, because they too have a role. They are searching and unfulfilled because they're not where the divine has. They're getting there, but their path has a distraction there, and you're there to clear the way for their business. Their past keeps returning to them. People are stuck in loops right now, and they don't know how to break it. And they've prayed and asked for help from the angels. And as we know, the angels and the Most High can and will use whoever, whenever. And they're using you to do God's job. God taught you how to live comfortably. God taught you how to live in peace and rest. Now you're the embodiment of it. So your job is easy. It's just to exist. And people observing how to live and listening to your perspectives on life is opening a new way for them to see. It's bringing them from hell. There's a window. It's like a thin veil from hell to this physical world, as we know. And people are with money in hell. That's where most of the money is, sadly. Most of the money is there. And their approach to it, they had to go lower and lower in integrity, lower in dignity, lower in self-respect, lower in their boundaries. And the lower and the lower and the lower that they dug into that underworld, the more and more money they got. And they're looking up like, but where's the peace? Where's my pride, my integrity? And they see you, and you have it, and they learn. To them, you're their lucky charm. You are that lucky puzzle piece. You're that lucky one that connected the dots for them. Yes. The things that you're activating in people's minds and in their hearts is unlocking an ancestral memory. You're awakening people's souls, people who focus too much on the material world. They're expanding out now to the spiritual world, because they see that's where all of the real riches are. Money is also in the spiritual world, but so are the real riches. Now, how? You'll find a lot of money down there. You will. But you also have to sell a lot, sell your soul, do some strange things. You already know. to do something strange for a little bit of change. But who could raise a child in that type of world? You're over here healing your inner child. If you have children, you're healing those children. If there's children around you and your family or just observe you, they watch you. You show them love. You show them smiles and you give them hugs and you teach them about honesty and telling the truth. So, how could you raise a child up in hell? So, you shift people. You thought that you were just changing the world that you live in and just the leader of your own family, of yourself, of your children. But no, you're the leader of the world order. You're here to put the world in order. A change is coming. The Most High is sending a change down on the world. And it's slow, but it's steady, and you're one of his key players. Your spirituality has a major role in being an advisor, a healer, a oracle, a tarot card reader, or anything written in the occult. And anything written, you have the true religion. People are seeing now that their beliefs was the false religion. So they want to step into your office. They want to think about how they can learn from you, how they can be your understudy. And these are powerful people. These are people who are already leading other people. But you have a mind that gives them ideas that is needed for their life purpose. They need to come out. They need to awaken. They need to see. They need to see. They need to see Gaia. They need to see Mother Earth, what they're doing to her. When these people go to hell and build a life there and stay there and that lower vibrational energy, it disrupts the planet on a energetic level. The universe needs people who are grateful. But there's nothing to be grateful to when you're in this vibration of unsatisfied, unfulfilled, unhappy, unpleased, underpaid, just undone. You're just ready to take off. And this is where people get stuck at. They're there. And it's like they're a prisoner of themselves. But you're a hand that reaches down and they can just take off by grabbing onto you. And all of this is unseen. How do they grab onto you? To know the words that you're saying isn't to convince them. They're just true. You're a rebel. And that's what they were missing. That's that piece of people's lives that they don't know. No one ever tells them to rebel against the job description. No one ever tells them that their own limiting beliefs are blocking their abundance in the beliefs of others. That employee handbook is stopping you from being prosperous. Write your own handbook. Write your own company conduct policy. Conduct yourself accordingly. The loss will stop. When you embrace the new, it's a new way of doing things. A windfall of money comes when the divine blesses you. There's some money that only the devil can give. The only way you're going to get it is from him. Only dirty deals. And then there's the type of money that only the Most High gives you. And it's when you advance to a space of knowing that you're deserving of it. You were always going to get it. It was always yours. But when you go into the knowing that the divine does want to give me this, and I will have it, there's no more denial about your value. That's when you start rebelling against corporate America, against anyone who has a rule book on how you live your life. You say no. And things start moving quickly for you because time is an illusion. It seems I say that to myself every day to stay grounded. But just know that you do not have to wait 5 years or 10 years or whatever to reap a harvest supernaturally. Supernatural harvest happens in an exponential rate. The knowledge, the wisdom, the fruit, it can happen overnight. And so people are living precariously through you. They're seeing that you're living a fulfilling life in your purpose and you're inspiring them and you're encouraging people. And they, as these leaders, also want to know, why haven't I thought of this before? They are really, it's an unexpected shift because you're feeding into minds, new thoughts that you've pulled from the infinite mind, unlocking what was closed, you've now opened. Your hard work is going to pay off soon. From designing your own life, perfect for you, you created a blueprint for others to see not how to design a life like yours, but that they can design their own. Do whatever you want, however you want, and do it with wisdom, not perfectionism, because whose standards is it being held to? So there's a new anointing on you to play such a big role in the leaders of this planet, to make sure that your own goals align with your own desires. Some people start to think they have to perform or do things a certain way because people are watching. That still doesn't change anything. Still be you. This isn't for them. It's for them, but not for them. What you're doing is you're not telling what it is that you're creating or your desires, and you're not settling. You're living your life. You are truly the embodiment of it all. You're the embodiment of patience. You're the embodiment of determination, resiliency, of a boss. You're the type of person who wears shades in a dark room. Why? Because you can. You do what you want. You don't need no sun. You're the sun. You are about to be so happy financially. You have no idea that your diplomacy, the way that you communicate, and the energy that you exude is a win-win attitude. You win because it's good for your soul, and others win when they get onto your energy, when they catch your vibe. Make a plan of how it is that you're going to spend each day, because you have all the tools that you need and great things are really coming your way. And all the fruits of your labor are following. So make a plan of joy. I remember when I used to say, soon I'm going to take a vacation for the summers, like I used to do when I was a kid. I'm going to plan for that. I'm going to plan so that I can work. But then when the summer comes, I take my summer break. Plan for ease, plan for leisure, plan for rest. All right. And the last part of this message is people are watching you like an experiment, like you're underneath the microscope and they're studying you. They're studying what you say. They're studying what you do. They're studying the way you look so that they can embody it. You have the Marilyn Monroe effect. When you decide, I am a boss, it's felt. You're radiant and it vibrates. You instantly attract students and you instantly become the mentor by just calling your power and just knowing who you are. And these people know that nothing is going to change if they don't. The best way to get to where you want to be is to follow the footsteps of someone who's went that path. And you're leading the way. So that is the end of the message. Until next time.
Mirror on the wall, who looking good today? Me. Who knocked out everything on their list they had to do today? Me. Who ain't nobody fucking with to the 10th degree? that'll be a me. Yeah.